Well, good evening and welcome once again to the LBJ Grasslands outside of Decatur, Texas. Tonight's exercise is a comparison of the ACEBEAM P17, I have that on the left, and the P18 on the right. I've had a number of people ask for this comparison. Some own the 17, wondering if they should upgrade to the 18, others just trying to decide between the two lights. So hopefully we can make some progress on that decision tonight. Now, if all you look at is peak lumens, it's easy to think that the two lights are very similar. There's only a 100 lumen difference between them in turbo output. However, if you look a bit deeper into the spec sheet, you'll find that the 18 has higher candela across the normal output levels, which are low, medium, high turbo. That's the standard rotation when the light is on in daily mode. In fact, when you get to turbo output, the 18 is approximately twice the peak candela of the 17. You also get a little bit more run time before step down in, say, the medium, high, and turbo output levels. There are some physical differences between the two. That's probably a bit more interesting comparison. That's going to affect how you carry and ultimately deploy the light. The biggest physical difference to me is right here, this covered USB charging port. This twists off and pulls down to reveal the USB-C port. And for those of us who have to operate in rain or people who, like myself, charge lights frequently, I really like that protected in-body charging. But my guess is the big difference between the two, the deciding factor, is going to be differences in the beam at the various output levels. That's what you are looking for. That's what you came here to see. So give me about another 45 minutes to an hour. We'll get there. In the next chapter, I'm going to show you the test area while there is still daylight. If you've seen these areas, I'm at the same campground I do most of all my other reviews. Then you can just skip that chapter and go directly to the beam shots. So this is the test area for low and medium output. See those two green trees right there in front of me? Just over 30 yards from my current position. And then I'll do another medium test from the other side of the truck, looking back across the fence into those far trees. That will be on medium. Then we'll come over here. I usually post up right by these two trees. As we look out into this area, you'll see large trees left center and right center. Then there's a group of 4 right in front of me. It's almost 125 yards from my current position. So we'll be looking at high and turbo output in this area. Just wanted you to see that while there was still some daylight so you could have a good reference. We are starting out low versus low, 17 on the left, 18 on the right. Let me move the 17 across by itself. Now the P18 by itself. I think you can already see by virtue of the higher candela, we have a narrower hot spot. And then almost right on top of one another. Same area, medium versus medium. Again, P17 on the left. Now let's bring in the P18. Both have a very nice mix of hot spot and spill, but you're going to get a bit more of bow from the 17. More penetrating beam with the 18. All right, let's look at another interesting medium test. We have just a tiny sliver of setting sunlight in the western sky. Medium versus medium, 17 on the left, 18 on the right. 17 by itself. Then bring in the 18. You definitely see it has a more penetrating beam, narrower hot spot, wider field of view for both hot spot and spill. With the 17, let's see what that looks like in higher modes and at more distance. High versus high. Again, 17 on the left, 18 on the right. There's the 17 by itself. We're looking now out across the road. And there is the 18. All right, turbo versus turbo. Again, 17 on the left, 18 on the right. I'm also going to let this serve as a burn down test. So we'll see where that first level of step down hits. There's the 17. '18. Again, 17 by itself. 18 by itself. And then some side by side. Definitely both getting a bit warm. You'll want to keep your hands comfortably towards the tail cap end of the light on both of these. Yeah, if you had your hands up near the charging area or the heat discharge area, you'd definitely be feeling the burn. And I'm definitely feeling something at the edges of my little finger on the 17. That just went down because we've, of course, you can see we've stepped down now on the 17, so it's gotten better. 18 is still going strong. Heat is okay as long as you stay away from that charging port cover. All right, there we go. All right, I do have a lake to my left. I've never filmed there. I think I'm going to go back and do a high versus high summary at the lake. That'll be something completely new for me. So give me a chance to get all the gear moved, and then we'll do that one final test. All right, final comparison, high versus high. 17 by itself, 18 by itself. I've always thought if you had the traditional low, medium, high turbo selections for output level, it's really the high mode that should probably sell the light. That should give you the best combination between power of output and longevity. I think we're really seeing the difference between the two beams here, especially as we look back across the opposite edge of the lake. So I'm going to go ahead and let the lights pretty much speak for themselves. If you have questions or other comparisons, please leave a comment. I'll do the best I can. You're going to see the P18 one more time in a search and rescue training exercise out here at the grasslands. That'll probably be as a helmet mounted light. But until then, till that next review, as always, thank you very much for your time, and thank you for watching the video.